Well, hey there, folks. We've got another backyard lawn mowing in the books. We are headed towards the end of July. It is July 24th, 2022. After I mowed it today, I went ahead and watered it in with some liquid fertilizer. And I set the sprinklers to come on. They're running through my two drip systems first, and then these will come on here. But lawn's looking pretty good for July. We're in the 100-degree days now. We max out up here in northern Nevada right about, we're seeing about 103 is about the hottest we'll get up here. My periwinkle here has done great that I planted in here. It's done exactly what I wanted. It's going right down the planter. It looks real nice. I've been lazy. I haven't went up and got another one to plant in that pot there, but I will. I definitely will. You can see my drips on. I need to replant all this too. I need to take this out of here and put a lower growing flowering plant in here. So here's what the climbing rose bush looks like before it's trimmed. I want to show you guys how wild it gets. That's like a week and a half right there. That's all that is. You can see how much it grows. If it grows any more, I won't be able to walk through there. So I got to get that trimmed today. And look at my purple robe locust. If you guys watch my videos, you'll remember there's a huge windstorm up here and that whole tree just broke down. And I cut it down with a chainsaw. I only left like maybe 3 feet, 2.5, 3 feet of stump there. I was actually going to try to remove it and plant a new tree, but it's actually started to regrow. I can't believe that. Let's go take a look at it. So I know it'll never be what it was or what it was supposed to be because of the way it's been cut down. But there's a trunk there. If you remember, I had a rooster I screwed to the top of it. Let me show you the top of that. There you go. So you can see where I cut that down with the chainsaw, can you? There you go. Trying to get in there. Gee whiz, how hard is it to work a camera? There you go. And everything else is growing right off of the trunk here. It's coming right out of the trunk. Now normally if a tree was doing that, I consider these to be suckers and I take them off. But even if this doesn't become a large tree again, even if it's like a bush type thing, look at it. It's doing excellent. I'm really surprised it's come back like that. That's like a month's worth of growth since I had to cut it down, probably. Something like that. Month and a half, I guess. Probably about a month. So if it makes it through the winter, which I don't see why it wouldn't, I'm just going to let this thing grow. I'm pretty amazed by it. Here's some quartz I brought home. We found some workings out in the desert. There was an old compressor there from who knows how many years ago, and guy had a whole bunch of this quartz piled up. And like I say, it was old, so we grabbed some pieces to bring home. Some of them look like they might have some silver ore on it, but here's some more from that same batch here. And when I say silver ore, this is what I'm referring to. I believe that's probably, you know, has some silver in there. I mean, it's minute. It's not worth anything, guys. But I'm sure if you were getting tons and tons of this, you'd probably get something out of it. So I'll show you my drip I got since it's on right now. See the sprayer in there and the bucket. I'll show you a couple of them. I don't supplement these with any hand watering. The drip actually is able to keep all this watered nicely. See it in there. Even this little guy here. Everything's on drip. That one too. Well, there's that rose bush from the other side. See how big and wild it gets. Got some sunflowers growing over there. Of course, the grass is always greener before I mow it. You know, when you cut it down, it's not quite as green, but it'll be back in a couple of days. Still looks pretty darn good for 103-degree days up here at 4,200 feet with no humidity. If you didn't know, Nevada is, I believe, the driest state out of all 50. Nevada and Arizona. These two all on drip. Little 360 sprinklers there. Not sure what this is. I didn't plant this. That almost looks like some type of a, if I didn't know any better, I'd say a maple tree or something, or a cottonwood. I have no clue. You know, let me know. It's obviously going to have to be removed from there if it's a tree. And then here's this section here that was just dead. It looks like a desert. Now that I put some drip irrigation in there, you can see things are actually starting to grow in here. Sparsely, but it definitely is growing. Say hello to Mr. Owl. According to the tag, this was a great blue heron. Not sure if they're more blue or not, but that's what the tag said, so he's saying hello to you. And of course, there's the guinea fowl. On top of the log that I brought home from a wash. Look at all the seed pods on these guys. When these are ready, what I should do is take all the seeds and go plant them out in the desert so we get some color around here. Well, I see one of the gladiolas is almost ready to bloom back there. It's going to be yellow. There's my goat. See that gladiola back there? It's going to have yellow flowers. And then these here will be blooming soon. So Mr. Rooster that was on top of the purple robe locust tree that I cut, I had to move him, so he's over here now. This grapevine never got a chance to grow this year because my tortoises would eat all new growth every day. Since I've put them over on the side of the house in their area over there where their above ground burrow is, it was only about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, give or take. And it's coming right back to life. So it's not going to fill the trellis up like I want it this year because the tortoise has just decimated it. That's one reason I planted it, for them. But it's going to start growing now. There's the honeysuckle. I believe that's the honeysuckle. It has yet to grow up that trellis. Maybe one day. One year. There's the jasmine. You can see the jasmine's growing up the trellis. It's doing a good job. There's little grass plants there. They're getting up there as high as the bird village. Here's the pear tree. I had to do quite a lot of pruning on it this year just because we had such high winds. I didn't want to lose it. The peach tree, this is on its, let's see. I think it's its second year. Maybe a year and a half I've had it here, give or take. But it's definitely taken hold and it's growing. Looking nice there. I sure do miss having the purple robe locust there, but it's hopefully it'll start to grow a little bit. It's doing a lot more than I thought. Like I said, I thought I was going to have to tear it out. Here's the apple tree. I've had to do a lot of pruning on it as well. We just had such high winds. Thank goodness today's a nice calm day. You can see all the apples on there. Lots of apples on there. These are chrysanthemums. I've been lazy. I should have got these in the ground last year, but I will get them in the ground somewhere. If you know, these come back every fall. These are coming back pretty much in the spring. They came back, but yeah, these are a perennial, so they'll come back every year. And I believe that's a red one. I think that might be a yellow one, but I'll definitely get those in the ground this year. Here's Bird Village. Here's the other grapevine. The tortoises got a hold of this one pretty good too. But now that they're not here, it's definitely starting to grow. So maybe next year this one will take off, as long as I kind of monitor the tortoises around it. Got lots of algae growing in here. I'm going to have to pull that out of there. This is the barrel with the fish in it. Of course they saw me and they ran away, the fish. But there are fish in there. I didn't put them in there. They just occurred naturally. I think maybe some fish eggs came in on a bird or something. Yeah, they're all hiding, so I can't show them right now, darn it. But I've got a video showing it. I guess that's just an algae bloom. I keep pulling that out of there, but it just keeps seeming to come back. But the birds use this for water, and so do the yellow jackets to build their nest. It's the only reason it's really here. Alright, so here's a view from over here. There's a big old cherry tree. No more cherries on it this time of year. We harvest it quite a bit, and then the American robins and the other birds got the rest of them. They really enjoyed them. Okay, my sprinklers are just starting to come on that station over there. Two separate stations on the grass here. I just wanted to get some water on it after I watered in that liquid fertilizer. Just because it's midday, I didn't want to take a chance on the grass burning. I doubt if it would, but just in case. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time out here.